Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin Roll International Coin Channel. Today we're going to take a look at the 1967 Jefferson nickel, the United States 5-cent coin, and we see two of them here. One of them looks like it's extremely shiny and in really good condition, and the other one looks like it's a used one, like we got it in our pocket change, which in fact we did. We're going to talk about how the Jefferson nickel has changed over the years, and we're going to talk about all of these coins here plus two more. And the first ones we're going to talk about are these ones right here. And in 2005, it caused a lot of consternation among nickel enthusiasts because you need to remember that this coin came out, this Jefferson nickel came out in 1932, had the same image on the front throughout the 30s, 40s, 50s, and into the 60s. There were some small changes made, and we're going to talk about those. But then in 2005, they had this huge change. So this is supposed to be Jefferson here, facing to the right. Instead of facing to the left like he had for whatever it was, 70 years, 73 years, he is facing to the left. It says, "In God we trust" on the top, instead of "Liberty" up here. And then instead of "God we trust" in front of him. And then it says "Liberty" right near his lips. And then, of course, there's the mint mark here, the P for the Philadelphia mint mark. This is a 2005, and the reason that this changed in 2005 was because they came out with a whole set, 4 commemorative issues to the so-called westward expansion nickels. And what were the westward expansion nickels? Well, this is one of them, and it has the buffalo on it. And it says United States of America, E pluribus unum, 5 cents. And the westward expansion nickels were 4 that kind of memorialized the Lewis and Clark expedition from Missouri to the Pacific Ocean in 1804. So these nickels came out, and then when they had this image on the front for a while, and then they moved to this image, which is the modern image, and that's Jefferson too, facing again to the really kind of toward you, a little offset. "In God we trust" on this side of him, "Liberty" again under his chin or near his mouth. 2018 P here for Philadelphia. Well, why did they change it? Well, they changed it because they wanted to do the commemorative coins. But you need to also remember that this wasn't a static coin. This coin had changed a few times in the past. Most notably, it had changed during the war years when they made some of them out of silver. Those coins are very rare and very valuable. So from 1932 until the war years, 1940s, they made, I think 43 and 44, they made some silver coins. Then they went back to this regular image, regular nickel coin. And this one right here is from 1964. And the reason we want to look at this one is you'll notice something if you look right below Jefferson on this coin. There's nothing here. That's where the FS is on the modern coins. In fact, you can see it sticking out down here on the 1967. So when did they put in the FS on these coins? Well, it turns out that the FS was first added in 1966, and so that's why it's on the United States nickels in 67. The FS is for Felix Schlag, who was the engraver of this coin. And there's another thing that they did between 1964 and 1967, and that is this right here. In 1964, they had the mint marks on the back. So if you're looking at a coin before 1968, you're going to need to look on the back for the mint mark, and this, of course, is the Denver Mint. This is not a full steps version. You know, these were the steps, and that's how you count how good the coin is. So in 1964, they made the last of the mint marks on the back years. Why am I not talking about the mint marks in 1967? Well, I'll tell you why. Because in 1965, 1966, and 1967, if I don't drop this, just knock that one around. 1965, 1966, and 1967 They didn't put any mint marks anywhere on the U.S. coins. So you'll not find a mint mark on the 67. This is E pluribus unum at the top. This is Monticello, the home of Thomas Jefferson. 5 cents here in United States of America. If we tip this coin up, we see that it is a smooth edge. And this, even though it's called a nickel, it's not a nickel like a Canadian nickel, which is made a nickel. This is a copper nickel blend coin. So it's not pure nickel like some of the Canadian nickels were. Now, that's the 67. And now I said we need to talk about the 68. Well, here's the 68. And here's the mint mark on the front. And when they, in here, of course, is the initials here. So in 67, they went to the initials underneath. In 68, they kept the initials underneath and started putting the mint marks on the front. And of course, in 1968, the S mint mark was not a specialty proof mint mark. It was a regular circulating coin. So they changed from there, that you no longer have regular circulating San Francisco mint coins for the nickel. Now, back to the $4,000 coin. In 2021, PCGS, which is a coin grading service, indicates that on eBay, a United States nickel in MS67 was sold for $3,851 plus fees. Well, they made 107 million of these, 107,325,800 of these, 75% copper, 25% nickel, same Felix Schlag, and they don't have a whole lot of MS67s. There are at least 2, there's probably more, but one of those MS67s sold on eBay on February 7th, 2021 for $3,851. Is this it? No. This is a specialty coin, no. And if we flip it over, we'll see that it is incredibly good condition. And you'll see, unfortunately, that even though this is a specialty coin, the does not have full steps on all of it. Has some pretty good steps, though, full steps on each side, and just not in this middle third. Why is this a specialty coin? Because in 1967, they didn't have proof sets, but they did have special mint sets. And so this is from a special mint set. Could you confuse this with the $4,000 nickel? No, you couldn't, because these are buff different, they're shine different. These had a full polish, is what it was called at the U.S. Mint. This is a full polish coin. You would not fully polish a circulating nickel. And so even though this one looks beautiful, and it may even look better than the $4,000 nickel, it is not worth more. This coin right here is probably only worth $1 to $1.50, maybe $2, and that's in the special mint set version, which of course you wouldn't want to pull out of the special mint set version because it would take away the value of the special mint set. All right, well, that's all we have today from DC Coinwell International Coin Channel. Oh, some people are saying, what is this stuff on there? If it's such a valuable coin, what's this? Well, when these coins are held in a plastic, even a hard plastic wrapper, sometimes the plastic off-gases a little bit, and you get this little stuff on there. We don't clean it. We just show it just like it is, but it would be possible to clean it, and maybe if you were going to grade it, you could send it to PCGS, and they would clean it and grade it for you. All right, that's all we have today. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.